All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the true power with General Sarasu SETI. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I want you to get over there to Patreon, family. We got over 500 exclusive live streams. I done uploaded new material just yesterday, lined up for today. Got some heavy mental dropping today. Make sure you get over there. We got exclusive video, membership videos that have been uploaded. We on the menu for today to drop some live streams today for our members. General SETI, Sarasu and SETI. Make sure you're there. Make sure you become a member. Subscribe. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. We got kingseti.com. All of the links is right in the video description. Is in the chat. Click that link, kingseti.com. Official General SETI products, t-shirts, hoodies, African and Kemetic necklaces, and DVDs, and so much more. Let's jump right off into it, family. What did Marcus Garvey say about reparations? Setting the record straight. You see, setting the record straight. We've just been going over, a lot of things, and a lot of people out here, just don't know what they talking about, or they know, and are fabricating information about the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey. You see what I'm saying? Fabricating information. Okay? Fabricating information. Oh, let me get some water, family. Hold just a sec. All right. All right. I'm black. I'm black. Yeah. Yeah, fabricating information. Fabricating information. You can't get away from the fact, no matter, and we have to understand this before we even get started. Marcus Garvey came in the early 1900s. You see, anybody got to be a goddamn fool to believe that the information shouldn't be updated. You see, I mean, that's it. You got to be the biggest goddamn fool in the world to believe. You see, that the information should not be updated. It's 2020 goddamn 5, but the critical information that just stand as a foundation of self-reliance, self-determination. You see, nationhood is an exact science that don't need to be, there's nothing else that could be advanced in that philosophy. There's nothing else that could be advanced. It is right and exact, just how he gave it. You see, doing for self. First man in the goddamn Western Hemisphere for real that gave black people an organization. You understand what I'm saying? Where black pride, and you understand, is the foundation. Black upliftment, black economics, black nationalism was the foundation of the organization. And everybody has, taken from it one way or another. Okay? One way or another, they have taken from it. Okay? Whether it be the Moor Science Temple, which can't compete, whether it be the Nation of Islam, can't compete. You understand what I'm saying? Can't compete. Because you didn't bit to it. And when you all that damn occult information, that shit ain't gonna do nothing for nobody. You see what I'm saying? Motherfuckers looking up for the mothership, motherfucker, the table, the dinner table bare, and they looking up for, ain't no goddamn mothership gonna say you, nigga. You see all of this. So, Marcus Garvey stayed political. The same thing with Malcolm X. You say stayed political and told motherfuckers what it was. You see, you should own every business in your damn community. That's what they said. Malcolm X was the resurrection of Marcus Garvey. You see, the early Malcolm X was the resurrection. No, don't ask the question, what did they accomplish? Ask yourself, what did you accomplish? You see, you keep asking what another motherfucker accomplished. Ask yourself, what, if you say in the FBA community, what did the FBA community do for itself? I'm glad you come in here, FBA. You keep asking what another motherfucker did for. If you feel like he's an outsider, then it wasn't his business to be doing nothing for you. No way, nigga. Ask yourself, what were you doing outside of what he was doing? Because if you was doing something, that would have been self-check. If what he was doing wasn't positive for the black community, then you see what I'm saying? What you was doing for yourself would have self-checked that. So you keep asking, what did he do? And the question I'm asking, since he's not from this community, you should ask yourself what you were doing for you. What were you doing for you, FBA Convo? What were you doing? Put the fucking answer in there. That's more important. That's more important. Can you come in there? Can you come in here with that? Because you come in here with an American flag, nigga. I already know where your mind at. You got white Jesus on your wall too. Come on in here. I'm glad you're here. Come on in. Come on in here. Put that in there. Yeah, of course I bring them in. Thank you, appreciate it. Come on in, FBA Convo. Come on, let's have a convo. Yeah, no, that I don't want to hear nothing about your Jesus black nigga. Jesus is Jesus, nigga. Okay, Serapis is Serapis. I don't have to get off into that. I just asked you, what was the FBA community doing for itself? Can you answer me that? You're not saying, you see, now you slipping on me, nigga. You slipping on me now. You supposed to run that. Well, we was doing such and such and such and such and such and such. You ain't said shit. You talking about Jesus is black. See, now your sentences is getting short, nigga. I know when you show up with them 3 and 4 word sentences that the motherfucking smoke done been snatched out of your ass already. Yeah, you ain't got nothing for me, nigga. Go on, get that American flag and take that white Jesus. No, you wasn't nothing, nigga. You wasn't nothing. You wasn't Pan-African nothing, nigga. You wasn't Pan-African nothing. The fact is, you wasn't doing nothing for yourself. You see what I'm saying? You wasn't doing nothing at all, nigga. That's just what it is. It really don't make no difference what the ideology is, because a man's initiative is going to make him get up and make moves regardless. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got no initiative to do nothing. You had the medallion in there and you didn't do a goddamn thing, did you? What did you do for yourself? Because because it always come to self first. We keep you don't jump into no group. What did you do for self? You see what I'm saying? What did you do for self? Talk about that. We're always quick to put it on somebody else. Well, what did he do? Well, first and foremost, he gave people a blueprint on how to buy grocery stores. You see what I'm saying? Marcus Garvey had grocery stores. Did you get a grocery store? Did you try to get a grocery store? Yeah, I know. And that was your favorite group, huh? Yeah, you nigga, the conversation is weak. I can't go there with you. You got a second grade conversation, nigga. You see what I'm saying? That right there show you. And if they sent you in here, that's why people don't want to, because they see where your mentality, your frequency low, dog. You understand what I'm saying? Your frequency low. Here's the time for you to show up. You see what I'm saying? Here's the time for you to and represent your motherfucking clique. If you was on my motherfucking team and you had opportunity to represent the clique and you start putting 3-word sentences and shit, it's time to get you up off the team. That's the reason why it don't make no difference. You see, what's philosophy? It all comes down to the heart of a man. You understand? The philosophy is where niggas can hide, but the heart of a man is weak. The heart of a man is weak. Ain't gonna do shit no matter what philosophy it is. You see what I'm saying? I go straight to the heart of a man. Okay, so what did you do for yourself? Let's kill the noise. Because I ain't mad at no motherfucker what he didn't do for me. Because I'm not depending on none of you niggas to do a motherfucking thing for me. I won't be mad at nobody. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I won't be mad at no goddamn body about what they didn't do for me. So You say, okay, you was doing this, that. That's what I'm saying. Why you didn't have, where was the elders at? If there's such a power, where was the elders at in that philosophy that was standing up telling y'all to buy black? You know, and it was. You had Booker T. Washington. You had W.E.B. Du Bois, but you know, people talk about how W.E.B. Du Bois and Marcus Garvey got into it, but at the end of his life, just like Martin Luther King, he admitted that Marcus Garvey was right. He admitted that because they got on his head. He thought they gave him his Negro wake up call. He thought he was, he thought he was one of them boule niggas. And they woke him up. They was on his head. You see what I'm saying? And once they showed him who he was, then he had to accept the fact that Marcus Garvey was exactly right. Katie, you get on up off of here. You understand? You can't have Katie and Muhammad. You see, you what's wrong with you? You right there in a state of confusion. That's a tether. You see what I'm saying? You ain't nothing. How you gonna be Katie and Muhammad? Go somewhere. You in a state of confusion. You in a state of confusion. Yeah, you in a state of confusion. That don't mean shit. Marcus Garvey wasn't going as an individual. He was going with a ideal of nationalism. You see what I'm saying? He was going with an ideal of nationalism. So W.E. Du Bois fled because they was on his ass. That's why. Marcus Garvey was still trying to galvanize the diaspora. That was his mission. So why would he go and lead the diaspora, which that was his mission from the very goddamn start? You see what I'm saying? See, so W.E. Du Bois fled goddamn America because they was on his ass. So that's why he went. He had to get the fuck on. So that's understandable. Okay, what does that mean? People over in Africa still honor Marcus Garvey to this day. So what? He's there in spirit. He's still here. He got more presence than any motherfucker that represents you. Marcus Garvey got presence all over the world. You see, what presence do you got? Okay. Yeah. He didn't go. He didn't want to. It wasn't an NC, but that's what's wrong with niggas. That's why, see, the thing is, you niggas go over there as individuals and you wonder why they get on your head and you ain't got nobody to support you. Marcus Garvey was trying to go over there as a nation, and he did not say go to every fucking nation. He was trying to set up a government and nation in Liberia. That was his ideology at that time. And he did not say that every African in the world had to go to Liberia. This was for people that were discontented with wherever they was at. If they was so discontented, they didn't have no avenue to do, to work, and they had skills that they could come to Liberia and build the nation for us. He didn't say he would bleed off into these nations like that. That was never his ideology, to bleed off and go over as individuals. Marcus Garvey was going over as a nation. You see what I'm saying? Getting us some land. Y'all niggas ain't got no land here. So it don't make no goddamn difference. See? At least he was on the idea about getting some land. Y'all done let the goddamn white man beat you out of every goddamn inch of land you got over here. So you ain't gonna talk about no land. What land is you gonna talk about? At the early 1900s, black people had damn near 20 million acres of goddamn land. Not right now, they got less than 1 million. They got less than 1 million acres of land. So you ain't on no land. So what is you talking about? You see what I'm saying? Why didn't the foundational blacks in America, and I'm not getting on them because that include me, that include my people. You see what I'm saying? What happened to the land? What happened to the land? Malcolm X say independence is about land. When you ain't gonna have no independence without land. You keep talking about these paper fucking monopoly dollars that y'all trying to get, and the dollar ain't worth 2 damn cents. Land is always a gold mine. You got oil, you got gold, you got precious minerals. You could put food in the ground. Land is the basis of independence. What happened to the 20 million fucking acres of land right here in America that black people own. We ain't even got a million right now. Ain't even got a million. So tell me what you're doing, because he didn't tell you not to own land. That's your own goddamn doing. Marcus Garvey didn't tell you not to own no motherfucking land, nigga. So what happened to the twin they stole it? You know, because you weak. That's why. He always told you that was gonna happen. If that man stay in power, he gonna take it every goddamn time. He gonna take the little million that you got now. If he stay in power, that's what he gonna do. Ain't no other way around that. So explain to me. So again, we come back to the teachings of Marcus Garvey. Come back to the teachings of Marcus. If he stay in goddamn power, you see, that's what's gonna happen. And people say they stealing, motherfucker. If I'm in power, that's what you supposed to do. Quit goddamn say y'all keep acting like this ain't goddamn Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood or Barney and goddamn the Teletubbies and shit. Y'all think, motherfuckers, this is real life. This is real fucking life. Your enemy ain't got to do a motherfucking thing for you. If you stupid enough to let him take it, that's what he supposed to do. He supposed to take it. That's what he supposed to do. If you dumb enough to let him take it, that's what he supposed to do. He supposed to take it. That's what he supposed to do. People keep saying he took it. You stupid enough to let him take it? You stupid enough to let him take it. That's what's supposed to happen. He supposed to take that shit. And goddamn it, but if you get in power, that's what the fuck you supposed to do. You supposed to take it back. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's the only way you're gonna get it. That's the only way you're gonna get it. And motherfuckers gonna keep sitting up here talking, and you got a million. You done lost damn near 95% of all the land that you had. You didn't lose like 10%. You didn't lose like 20%. You didn't lose. Man, you didn't went from 20 million to less than 1 million acres of land. You didn't lost over 90% of land that you had in your possession. You didn't lost 90%. That is fucking, it's unbelievable. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. 82 Dirk, you was a punk. Nigga, shut up. You ain't talking about nothing. Nigga, you sitting up on here, you's a punk, nigga. You see? Yeah, you's a punk, nigga. You's a punk. You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing. Sit up here and talk. I'm punking you niggas. Straight up. That's what's happening. Y'all don't know. You don't have no conversation. You're not talking politics. That's how I know y'all niggas. Either you an agent. Yeah, I'm gonna get him on. Either you an agent. No, I'm gonna leave him in there just for a second. Oh, you defending me. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, my bad. See, I'm so hot. 82 Derek, my good brother, my beloved brother, I apologize. You know what I'm saying? You understand? My bad. Oh, okay, good. My bad. Hey, you ain't, that was just coming out. That's the gorilla in me. You do the same thing. But, I apologize, good brother. I ain't going to say it again, though. I be catching the last end of the goddamn conversation, and I just get on. Thank you, brother, for protecting me. And where the nigga at that said it, because that's who I was talking to. Where the nigga at? Yeah. Cold Ice, man, that's a punk. Any nigga that come in there with a name like that, he ain't nothing but a pervert. He's a Catholic or something, one of them Catholics and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he out of here. Yeah, I know. I'm good. I didn't know. Yeah, I'm. Listen, let me get back on. He already know. You see what I'm saying? He already know. Anyway, but we had to see this. This is what's happening. You see, we got to quit being, because when you get down to the core of what Marcus Garvey was teaching, ain't no way you could do without it. You see, again, Marcus Garvey was the first organization, had the grocery store, had the restaurant, had niggas, taking up the structure of military. You understand? Had the brothers already in their military regalia. Yeah, nigga, you got to dress up for this shit now. You had to dress up for this shit. Had the printing his own magazine, had the printing shop. I think they could print books and shit. And this, that, and you ain't got to worry about the man to print your books and shit. Ain't got to worry about Yeah, Malcolm's parents were Garveyites. His father was running the Garvey. He was chapter, I believe, in Lansing. I think Lansing, Michigan. You see what I'm saying? But that's why Malcolm was all when you didn't hear Malcolm. Malcolm wasn't always talking about that Bible shit. Most of Malcolm's speeches was about politics. Because he learned from Garvey. You see what I'm saying? He wasn't always up there talking about black power. Yeah, yeah. Black power. We in the house. So, so we got to understand. Now, I got some things I had brought out about what Marcus Garvey, I had looked it up, what Marcus Garvey thought about reparations and shit. You know what? And he believed that they owed us. He did. He believed, but he felt like, he argued that freedom and power must be achieved and not granted. You see what I'm saying? That means we just got to boss the fuck up and do what we got to do with what we already have. He said that they owe black people all over the planet everything, land, and yeah, he did. See, he didn't call it reparation. That wasn't the word that he used at the time. You see, he said he often warned that waiting for reparations or aid from white governments would keep black people dependent and powerless. Because if they ain't gonna never give it to you, make them off. If you're gonna give it and you're wrong, bitch, come up off the paper. Don't keep us going on and on and on and on and on and on and motherfucking on and on and on. Come if you're wrong and you know you owe us the paper, run and not just paper. We got to have land. I don't hear motherfuckers. I don't want just no motherfucker. We got to have land. We got to have motherfucking land. We got to have rights for the land. What's on top of the land, what's up under the land. Because now today, they got this slick shit where you can have the top of the land, and if you bust down in there and some oil come about, they own the rights up under the land. So far, you know what I'm saying? If you go down so deep, they own that layer of land. These are some devils, man. These are some devils. So we got to own the land, what's up under the land, all the way to the core of the earth, nigga. You see what I'm saying? We got to have land. I'm not hearing nobody talking about that. You see what I'm saying? This is real. You got to be able to cultivate the land. You see what I'm saying? We got to be able to cultivate the land. We need machinery. We need all of this shit. If you're gonna be real about it, to be in today, but to just give a motherfucker some money without and we don't have no manufacturing, no progressive thinking about black power, economics, education, science, and technology. You see, and they ain't gonna let you sit side by the side with them and compete with them. This is what Garvey said. He's not gonna let you do that. Nigga, that's why he been doing what he been doing to your bitch ass forever. And you just sitting here talking. We are not begging for any rights. We are going to demand them. You see, he believed that instead of seeking payment or apology from colonial powers, black people worldwide should organize economically through ventures like he had the Negro Factories Corporation and the Black Star Line, build their own nations. Did you hear that? Build their own nations, schools, and industries. You see, he wasn't talking about going and bleeding off into no other nations. He never said that. I don't know what the fuck Marcus Garvey was talking about going for broke, because at the time when Marcus Garvey was going into Africa, them niggas were still colonized anyway. It wasn't no free nations in Africa at the time of Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey had his eye on one partial of land, and I believe that was Liberia, okay, which was technically, as far as I understand, an American colony. And motherfuckers don't understand. They was gonna ship your ass over there anyway. They was gonna, who was that? Thomas Jefferson and a few other motherfuckers. Abraham Lincoln, I believe, had discussed it at one point in time and shit, shipping niggas up out of here. And I believe that's where they intended to ship your ass any goddamn way. So since we had so many skilled individuals, I believe what he was trying to do is letting, just like everybody else do. If you watch them, they come over here and what do? They ship the money right back to where they came from. Ain't that what they do? I believe Marcus Garvey would have the blueprint for anybody else. Ain't that what they do? When they come from Mexico and all of that and down in South America, what they do? They come up here, get the money, what they do? Send it back down there where they came from. You see what I'm saying? So he intended for businesses to be in America, anywhere in the world, and that you can invest in our land that could have been in Africa, a home base for us. Not everybody got to leave, but if you tired of motherfucker, you got to go into another country, a motherfucker don't treat you right. You see what I'm saying? Motherfuckers taking your land and you go over there, they talking greasy about you. We build up a place in the motherland for us, by us, and you ain't got to worry about that. And I think that was a threat. I think that was a threat to even them niggas over there. It was a threat. Because now we don't need nobody. You see what I'm saying? And we could be here in America. And then you could go home and come to the motherland. You got a nation over there. You got a nation here. You see what I'm saying? This is a tale of two cities. It ain't about leaving and going nowhere. It's about expanding your motherfucking horizons, having something for yourself where you are in total control of it, and you ain't got to worry about answering to nobody or asking nobody for shit. That's a cold piece. That's a cold piece. Or you could just sit your ass up under here and beg this Neanderthal while he got his motherfucking foot on your motherfucking neck, because that's where he gonna keep it. So you can sit over here and talk all this shit all you want to. You see what I'm saying? You could talk over here, you could talk all this bullshit all you want to. We could keep score. We could keep score, nigga. No, he didn't say we should all go back. Yeah. He never said we should all go back. He said, do black power is about building where you at and extending your hands across wherever your brothers is, and they doing the same thing where they at. See, people know that's the most threatening ideology out of all the ideology. It does not require you to relinquish your sovereignty nowhere. What that is saying is keep your sovereignty. That's what global African supremacy gas is. You got global wherever you at, you keep that, and you practice black nationalism wherever you at, and you support other black people wherever they at in being successful in maintaining, and you understand what I'm saying, and being progressive in the areas where they located. That's what you're supposed to do. You see what I'm saying? So all this shit talking about going back, no, that ain't what Garvey said. People got that shit fucked up. Niggas just going back bleeding, and then you separate your energy. You see, Garvey had a policy and a politic for us. You understand what I'm saying? For us to thrive, not to go off and bleed off into no other goddamn society where motherfuckers is trying to dog you and shit, and you got to answer, no, we can't give up. No. You can't discard the white slave master to get on the goddamn chain of a black slave master or an Arab slave master. Can't do that. No, sir, that ain't what we saying to do. And you should be smart enough to understand that. But anyway, he got deported to Jamaica and his so-called did nothing. So what? So goddamn what? So what happened to the Black Panthers? Okay. You saying some dumb shit that don't mean shit. The same people that took Marcus Garvey out took out Malcolm X. Was that J. Edgar Hoover took out the Black Panthers? You see what I'm saying? They was responsible for killing Fred Hampton. You see what I'm saying? In Chicago, they killed Fred Hampton. They killed many of the Panthers and shit, and what they was trying to do. They ran, they locked Assata Shakur. You see what I'm saying? That's the same people that did that. So now you look at the demise and you say, oh, I mean, a lot of people can't come back for some shit. You didn't put all your energy in something like that. Some people just can't come back from that. You see what I'm saying? And did the Black Panthers come back? No, they didn't come back either. Malcolm X was killed. Did anything come out of that? So you like to fucking, you look at the demise of our people and you honor that, nigga. Yeah, you honor that. T-Sean, you was a weak nigga. You weak nigga. You again, you in here with two-word sentences, nigga. Get your bitch ass up out of here. You ain't telling no truth. You ain't. What is you telling? What you need to do? Okay, let's talk this. What was you doing? What it was you doing? Don't worry about if he ain't for our people. Then tell me who on your team was doing something. Well, we don't have to talk about him. Let's leave Marcus Garvey alone. You say Marcus Garvey, what? Just tell me about the FBA movements that was going on side by side at that time. Show me the FBA movement and what they was doing in 1920 side by side with Marcus Garvey, and tell me what they was teaching. Show me what they was teaching. Can you do that? Let's leave him alone and let's talk about what y'all was doing as a group. Did you exist? Was you doing anything for the people at all? Can we talk about that? Come on in here. Tyrone, whatever your name is. Nigga, come on in here. Don't leave up out of here. T-Sean, where you at? Is you still with me? No, you ain't with me. You ain't got nothing to say. Yeah, that's all. Man, y'all niggas weak. Y'all niggas weak. You weak. You weak. You weak. Y'all, I'm the wrong one. Y'all can't beat me. Y'all got to go over there and get one of them little niggas, man. Don't come on. You can't beat me. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know this. I done did this. When you start going to slander, you can't talk politics. You got one little line where they put him out. So what? They put a whole lot of motherfuckers out. So what? And do you understand what I'm saying? It morphed into something else. It morphed into something else. You know what happened? You know who Marcus Garvey became? He became Malcolm X. And really, that was the energy that built the Nation of Islam. Yeah, they put out W.E.B. Du Bois. He was talking so much shit about Marcus Garvey. But in the end, they ran his ass up out of here. And he said that Marcus Garvey was right. But people say, well, he went to Africa because he was an individual. Marcus Garvey was trying to go as a nation. You see what I'm saying? He was trying to go so he was still trying to work to get his movement off the ground. Yes, he was. And you know, sometimes when that ball rolling, you got to keep it rolling. You see what I'm saying? You know, and they figured that, you know, we can't have this man actually take the gifted of our Negroes up out of here because they really talk that shit, but they know the genius of the black man and woman that's in America, and they most definitely didn't want the skilled laborers to be, even if they didn't intend to employ them, they didn't intend for them to go and build a nation of their own and prove these Neanderthals wrong, that, you know, we were, you know, inferior. We didn't have the ability to build shit and this, that, and the third. That's really why they tried to destroy every movement. So the fact, I noticed that y'all bring up that he was deported. So what, they knocked off Malcolm X. That was J. Edgar Hoover. He knocked off the Black Panthers. Is that something to admire? That just show you how weak y'all is. Y'all bring up the demise of another. That's what y'all love. And that's all y'all do is y'all look at the demise. You see, you know, where's the positivity in anything? Okay, I don't agree with him here, but you know what? Right here, he had that shit that's sound knowledge he dropped right there. You see what I'm saying? But the fact that you have to have him out the way, it shows something about y'all character. You see what I'm saying? That shows something about y'all character. But anyway, and there's something else behind you niggas. We got to pull that goddamn curtain back and see what man got his hand in your back. You see, you a Muppet, nigga, because you can't talk. You see, somebody that's really, that got a mind of it, you ask them a question, then they can build with you. But you niggas can't build. You know I'm beyond y'all, nigga. And so y'all get to putting them little 3-word sentences and 4-word sentences up there. then I know you can't go out in deep and swim. So you waiting on the man that really speaking for you to give you some more information, because really you weak. You can't think for yourself. You see what I'm saying? You a Muppet nigga. You see another nigga's hand is in your back, and really he's throwing his voice, you know, just like the little Muppet man. You see, and they throw their voice into the Muppet and shit. So you a Muppet, nigga. You ain't got no goddamn voice, nigga. Yeah, yeah. You a Muppet, nigga. Get out of here. You dismissed. We don't need you over here no more, nigga. We don't need you no more. We don't need you no more. We don't need you no more. Yeah, we don't need none of these niggas no more. Yeah. They hurt. They was hoping I wasn't going. They been hoping I wasn't gonna say nothing. Cause I'm not a hater. You see what I'm saying? I see some magnificent things in the FBA movement. I do. You see what I'm saying? I see some bullshit too. I see some bullshit too, and I'm gonna call you on it. If you think you walking on clouds, nigga, and you some angel, nigga, and you understand, that's gonna be your downfall, because you do not want to see the flaws in your motherfucking conversation. That's gonna be your downfall. So you go right on ahead and you walk with that bullshit. Believe me, I know. I ain't got the. I know the time gonna come. What they call it, the reckoning. The reckoning is coming, y'all. I'll be right black. Make sure y'all get over there to Patreon. I got some fire. I just uploaded. We going live tonight. Soon as I get up off of here, we got exclusive membership, YouTube membership videos going up. General SETI, Sarah Student SETI. We in the house. I'll be right black. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.